this video gets to be exactly what it's gonna be. And I'm saying hello again to you guys because I've been like nowhere in YouTube world, but I'm here now. So I am in a public space, so we may hear some exciting stuff. Let's go for it. I am bringing you a pick a card that I feel called to bring about now. And I want to share with you that my girl, the unique Angelique, was like, bring this with you, bring this energy with you. It's from Wild Bloom, this beautiful retreat I was just supporting, co-facilitating, and co-hosting. And yeah, I'm gonna pull up 3 cards and you'd feel into them, see which one draws you in, and let's go from there, you guys. And just super briefly, I want to share with you that this is the proof of the Black and White Oracle deck, the Black and White Truth Oracle deck by me. Finally here. So super excited to be sharing this with you guys, and we're still working on developing it, so soon we'll be announcing when we're ready to go. So thrilled to actually have it in my physical hands. And here are your 3 cards you get to pick from. So we've got pile 1, Stormy, pile 2 with Trust Your Intuition, and pile 3 with Take Action. And I'll begin with pile number 1. So I'm literally just going to live shuffle right now for you guys and see what wants to come through, what messages, and yeah, let's go for it. Dang, they're all coming. Okay, cool. I really do love how easily those shuffle. I really do. They just pop out. Oh, here we go. Yay. And this too. Awesome. Okay. So what we got? What we got? What we got? Oh my God. Those of you who have seen me read for a while now, you guys know. You guys know. So what do we have? Wow. A lot of things jumping out here. So I'm going to start off. It's super cloudy, so I can't even see. But I'm gonna start off with these. I really am sensing with this. Dang, wow. Give me one moment, Theodore. Instead of like jumping in, give me one moment, because the card that stood out the most to me from this particular deck is this. The Empress jumped out. I've shuffled this deck a few times, and this card keeps coming out lately. Oh my goodness, and some really beautiful readings. I've had some really beautiful personal reads. So I'm really sensing for pile number 1, what's really coming through has to do with shifts in work life. Like, energy you've already placed into future plans are actually like beginning to show, the sprouts are beginning to show. Like, you're seeing your shipments arrive, you're seeing the beginning of the unfolding of the bigger picture. That's what's happening. And yeah, it feels like you're really tuning in. You're really tuning into the energies for the seeds you've already planted. With that Empress being the thing that stands out the most to me right now, I really sense this time, right? Like, what does the Empress remind us of most? Giving birth to life. And yeah, that's what I feel is like, whatever you're particularly bringing, some of you are literally bringing something that supports the earth, whether that's people or the plants, right? Or the actual dirt. You are bringing something to life that supports the earth. And I also feel like you will be seeing soon more things related to whatever has kind of been like in the shadows, like not in the peripheral. It's gonna become more clear now. It's gonna be more in front of you, more in your face, and you'll have the opportunity to like tune in more to what is really supporting you or what's taking away from you. With that energy, with those things that are in the peripheral. What do you get to bring to the forefront and use it as a support? Or, you know, like the weeds, take it and go give it to another section, not in the garden, but another section of the earth, somewhere else in the planet it gets to go to. It'll nourish dirt somewhere else, right? Or in your compost. I mean, hello, throw it in the compost. All this is metaphorically speaking, right? And so, yeah, I'm really feeling that here with this. I really feel that the more you're tapping into your senses, the more you're really allowing your body to support you in informing you, that's really going to help guide you at this time. The more you tune into your senses, the more you are able to recognize is taking place, right? Because sometimes we want to tune things out, right? Isn't this why we drink or we smoke or we do things to like tune out of what feels overwhelming? Well, what's going to support you is tuning back in. That's the recommendation here. Tune back in to your body, to your feelings. Your emotions are designed to move out. They don't have to stay inside your body. And they're also informing you. I call them angels, God's messengers, because they're literally like supporting your growth. They're supporting what gets to move through you, what's alive for you, what's a live wire, and how do we move that out of us so that wire becomes like, you know, there's no energy behind it any longer. So yeah, that's what I'm really seeing here. It's like, what story are you telling yourself at this time? That's also super solid question to ask yourself. Like, what are you saying about your situation? In saying that story, that experience, that perhaps even recognized pattern, how can you find another way to relate to yourself first and then to anyone else or anything else in the scenario? So that's coming through. And then I really feel like with this card, you're really tuning more into you. Like you're in a season where you're tuning more into yourself. Like it's about you. It's about you. You're seeing yourself more. Like it also feels like there's more activations within your third eye. You're really connecting to your pineal gland, your pituitary gland. They're really supporting you. They're really helping you build up your senses, your feeling, what you're feeling, so you could tune in more. So you're more and more informed. And yeah, whatever has felt pretty stormy, you're receiving the clarity for it now. And I do feel like a lot of this is related to work stuff or very daily grind stuff, like very like on the regular. So yeah, just so you know, that's what it's feeling like for you from this pile. So yeah, I felt really complete with that. So thank you for joining me, pile 1. That's really beautiful. I will now pop over to pile number 2. Let's see, because I can wrap up some of this for a second and look into what do we have? What do we have for pile 2? That's trust your intuition. Pile 2 is about trusting your intuition, which I'm going to define here. It feels like oftentimes we don't. So intuition, my personal definition, I have found has supported me in my growth at the next level, is understanding it's an extension of all 5 senses of mine, tapped into, tuned into. They're extended. The things we think we can't see, ultraviolet rays, right, infrared rays on that light spectrum, they're still informing my body. The sounds I cannot hear, the sound particles entering in and passing through the mass that I am, is actually informing my body again. And so all the senses, we're still feeling things. The more you tap into, tune into them, this extension of your senses, you will really become, as I've said before, the human truth detector. You understand what's taking place at another level, even though like your mind is still working to catch up. And that's the beauty of allowing the mind and the intuition to work together, and the gut and all of it, right? The mind is what processes that information, right? So really like tuning into that, it's gonna support you and take you to another level. It feels like you're leveling up in that. That's what I'm saying. That's the first thing freaking coming out here right now, you guys, just so you know. Pile number 2. The weather here is killer gorgeous. I'm actually in Austin, Texas at this moment. It feels like I'm on Authentic Lourdes I World Tour. It really feels like I'm, it feels like a Texas tour at the moment. We keep moving around Texas. So that's exciting. Thought I was going to Hawaii. Looks like we've had a little shift, and that's okay. It's great. Wherever we're meant to be, we will be. And yeah. Oh, beautiful. Okay, and just so you know, I'm sharing cards with you from this deck, just in case you didn't see. This is the Black and White Truth Oracle deck, made by me. So this is just a proof right now. I'm still improving it, still tweaking it. But yeah, this is the deck I've been talking about and trying to advertise for years. You guys, since 2021. I developed this in 2020, and since 2021. I am grateful. We get to be fucking patient, and that's a beautiful reminder, right, for all of us. Oh my God. So yeah, super excited about that. Okay, and yeah, this is so interesting. It's like, yeah, this is about, whoa, okay, this is fascinating. Usually I do not care to mention the pile before, but in pile 1, there was something related, so I just thought that was interesting that it's coming up kind of here again, just part of a theme. Yeah, new perspectives on your emotional state of being. That's what's coming in for you now. New perspectives on your emotional state of being. Common theme here, but I keep feeling like this has come up before, but here it is again, like you seeing you, how you support yourself, you understanding ways in which you are really giving to yourself, and the skills that you have, the tools that you have available to yourself, like leveraging your resources more. Honestly, like that's the first step, is seeing them, seeing all the resources, seeing what is available to you, and next is leveraging it. And this is what I feel, because like this is, you know, we know what this is. We know what this is. Waiting for the waves to come in, waiting for the ship to come in, right? And it's like right there. It's right there. And yeah, it's like you seeing you suit yourself. You suit yourself is what I'm really feeling in this. My instincts tell me we're magical. This too shall pass. And you elevate my thoughts. And the yes card came out. What the heck? I mean, a bunch of cards came out of the Black and White Oracle, Truth Oracle. I was like, oh, I was not expecting that, but great. So what's happening here is what feels like you haven't been able to like tap into before. You're tapping into more now, which is why your intuition is asking you to be used. Use the ability of your intuition. Another reminder I talk about is literally putting down your armor, your arms, and picking up your abilities, your fucking crown. that's on the ground that you get to place on your head and step into your fucking sovereignty, because it is a beautiful place in which to be. And so yeah, what's really gonna boost you up in that is tuning in to the extension of your senses. Wow, this is incredible. It's also going to allow you to see yourself more, like we talked about too. So whatever feels like it's kind of untouchable, like you're going to be more in tune. So that's exciting as heck. Yeah, and having those new perspectives on the emotional state of being. Yeah, that is really like what's coming here. I'm going to pull one more because I really feel like that. Oh, beautiful. The first card out is Unconscious Games. So what I feel like, because I was not going to pull any more cards, and this came through, and it's like, okay, number 11 with Conscious Games. How are you playing games with yourself? Where are you not being as perhaps as clear as you would like to be, maybe even as honest as you would like to be? How could you like tune into that, check in on that? I do this with myself because I've noticed, I'm like, oh my God, we point the finger to other people's integrity, and then we're like, oh shit, where am I being out of integrity? I mean, this happens often, and it's okay. We're in progress, we're learning. And so as long as you could bring the compassionate judge to that game, to recognizing where you're able to bring changes, that's really going to support you right now. And that's what's going to actually bring about these bigger changes you're looking to create yourself. So pile 2, what you're looking to change and create is going to come about as you really look at the ways in which you are operating that are out of alignment with what you say you desire. So yeah, damn, okay, that's some sexy shit. Thank you, pile 2, for being here. Like that's epic. I'm gonna go on to pile number 3 because yeah, that was awesome. And that's the take action card. This is pile number 3. Welcome. And I'm kind of like picking up cards for pile 2 at the same time, so give me a momentito. But welcome, just in case you missed the introduction, right? And that's okay. Yeah, welcome back to Authentic Lourdes. What the heck? I feel really called to like start showing up more on YouTube, and so I'm going to. I know I've said that a billion times, you guys. So I say this, and now I'm like, it's a commitment I've already made because I see other areas I've brought consistency to, and so now it's like it's time to do that with this. So, and I know I can because I've done it. I don't know what that consistency looks like yet, but I'm here this week, and then I would check in again next week. Because yeah, like, let's see how this goes. I don't want to overwhelm myself. I want it to really flow, and I want it to feel like I'm operating from a really tuned in place and very full cup to give to you guys. So that's what I'm feeling. So yeah, I would love to hear from you. I'm over on Instagram as well, TikTok, and over on Instagram. But like, yeah, feeling really called to start showing up far more on YouTube. So yeah, sharing that with you guys, and we'll have some fun with it. Seeds I get to plant this spring to see how they harvest this summer. Let's go. Okay, so pile number 3. We started off with this take action card, which, how funny, right? And no wonder why I'm talking to you about like what I'm taking action in right now. I just love that. Okay, well that's cool. And I've got the Black and White Truth Oracle deck here. This is the one I designed, you guys. I'm still working on a proof of this. This is not going to be the size, but hey, finally we have it in our hands. So finally you get to see the messages that come forth from this. I'm so excited. Its biggest aim is to really connect you to soul energetic connections, to feel into them, whether those be you know, with a human, with an animal, with a plant, with a collective group, with a job opportunity, right? Those are all still energies. They're still energy. They're still anima. They're still moving. So yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, wow. There's a lot of stuff coming out here, and I feel like taking all of it. I don't feel like leaving any of that out. So there it is. So there it is. And it kind of came out in a certain order, so I'm just going to take it that way. But the first card that came out, pile 3 for you, besides the take action card, right, is this tell it like it is. So for some of you, this is going to be related to like talking to somebody. There's someone for you to talk to. But for others of you, I really feel like this is you stepping up into another role that you have been holding yourself back from. Perhaps you felt like it was more responsibility. Perhaps you felt like it was just heavier. But now is a really great time. You're being supported to step into this. Either, like I said, a conversation with someone or an actual role where you will be taking on more responsibility. We also got prioritize reflection, which in this moment, what's coming up for me is something that actually I feel called to do recently. So that's interesting that this like just came through right now. So with this, the number 32, what I'm feeling will really support you at this time is having yourself a journal and like literally not committing to exactly what you think it has to be. So allow yourself to just write one day if you want to. Allow yourself to draw. Allow yourself to just write words that come to mind, or like things that you would like to manifest, dreams you'd like to manifest. We're manifesting in every moment. But what are you tuning into? If we're tuning into worries and fears, we will be manifesting that on a constant basis, turning it into stone. From the imagination, it will turn into solidification. That's what that word means. And so, yeah, it's really beautiful to see that you could start a commitment practice to something that can actually really support you. It doesn't even have to be you writing about your feelings or anything else, writing about the day or anything. It could just be like, I'm just going to make this commitment to this practice of just like connecting to this physical thing. I have a special pen. I was like, where's my pen? It's a fountain pen. And so that's what I've been using for this. And yeah, I'm just like really, and it's handmade paper. I went ahead and like splurged on something I felt would be delicious. And it is. And I called in an exact number that I wanted to pay for it. And it was discounted to that. So just want to share that with you. How interesting, right? Like, and it's like, it's very unique. It's actual, you know, it's actual leather. It's actual handmade paper. I'm just like, oh my God, I don't know if you could see the texture, but oh, deliciousness. Anyway, okay. So I know that feels like I went on a tangent, only we're on track here. So prioritize reflection. Yeah. What is it that your soul wants to show you in this moment? And when we write or we allow ourselves to draw or just connect to this like regular practice, things come through. Things really come through to support us. So, yeah, I'm getting that. Oh, we also got stormy, which is actually super fascinating because this is related to another pile from this section here. And yeah, okay, beautiful. So what I'm feeling with all of that now is feeling more like a time has ended, and that's been related to the way that you look at yourself. So if you're in this moment, this is a great energy check. If you're in a moment where you've been really living from a heart-centered space and you're really trying to bring intention to living a heart-centered space and getting out of the, I really want to use the word cloudiness. That's what I'm getting for this, even though this is related to so many things. Cloudiness. Like, if you feel you're in a heart-centered space or you're really working towards that, and getting out of the clouds. This is definitely like a message for you right now, where this is all like, that chapter is like closing. Like you've cleared whatever felt, I want to use the word unfair. I don't really care for this word. I say this because the scales always create this slight counterbalance. And so things are never truly what we imagine in our head gets to be fair. Like fairness is this, it's a concept. It isn't actually something that's physically grounded. And yeah, like the scales are never designed to be right here. That would mean nothing was moving, nothing was alive. But because atoms are made of electricity and have positive and negative polarity, everything is moving. And everything will be at a slight counterbalance. It's designed to. It's the reason change is the constant in this universe in mathematics. And it's true of just life in general when we observe it. And so, yeah, it feels like something's coming full circle from things that have felt like you were just not in touch with the heart space. And so, yeah, I really went off on that, but there's got to be a reason. So then we've got the Queen of Wands here, and the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands. Damn, this just feels so potent together. I mean, I just want you to look at this for a moment. Like, look at those designs for a moment. This artist, I just love her. I think it's Christina Ann. Let me check. I'm like, oh my God, right? No, Chris Ann. It's Chris Ann. The Light Seers Oracle. Oh my God, or the Light Seers Tarot. And so I've been drawn to this tarot. It was my first tarot. And so anyway, I'm bringing all this up because it feels like actually in this pile, some of you will be working from home. You'll be starting work from home, or work from home that you've already been doing is ramping up. So that's one thing I'm seeing. Like, you will be celebrating, you will be so grateful that you have invested in this and that it is like blowing up. So it feels like that's what's happening there. And then for others of you, it also feels like you'll be celebrating something related to the way you're showing up. The way you're showing up. Let's say it's with the way you're showing up at school, or the way you're showing up in a yoga class. You're like, fuck yeah, I'm actually doing the thing I said I was going to do. I'm showing up every week, or I'm showing up 4 times a week. You know what I mean? Whatever you had set as the thing that you were going to accomplish. So that's super freaking exciting. I want to honor you for that, my queen. That is beautiful. King or queen, you know what I mean. So, having said that, we also have wow, a time of reflection. If you're not experiencing this right now, then it is coming. What's coming in is this deep, rich time of like really looking into what you feel like you've lost, what you feel like has torn your heart apart, what you feel like has made you feel pretty lonely, and looking at it with all honesty. That's what I'm getting with this. And you're gonna feel so freaking supported through this. This is a season you're gonna feel deeply supported. Like, so perhaps, and it's so funny because I do not practice this often, so I think it's interesting I'm sharing this with you, but for some of you, this must really be alive. I brought up journaling, so perhaps for some of you, it is writing it down, so you can like actually make that connection to what you're experiencing and allowing it to be there for you to look at and face with all truth, with all, as much truth as you can bring to the moment with that. It's really, really, really gonna step you up in your game, like whatever that game is, whether that's your work game or that's your, perhaps you read tarot and like it's time for you to step into another level of that. Maybe it's, I mean, anything. I'm over here literally like mediumship, like you're a lawyer, you know what I mean? Like wherever you are with any of this, a podcaster, right? Like whatever you're doing, giving that time and attention to that area of your life, those things. What do you feel like you've lost? Where do you feel like your heart has been torn? And where do you feel like you're really lonely, you're really abandoned? And facing that is only going to up-level you. So, super freaking cool. Love that. Yeah, feeling really complete for you. Oh, hold up. I'm saying that. I'm feeling really complete. Only something does want to come from here, so I'm like, okay. Oh my god, okay, let me see what else. Oh, whoa. Okay. Oh. And I shuffled these, and we got some that were in another pile. Okay, cool. I love it. Excuse me, the goddess within you or God is showing. I just love that card. That's so great. I also want to show you something. If you look really closely, there's so much symbolism in these cards. It's pretty intense. There's really, really guided, channeled symbolism brought in, and it really informs me, and I know it could really support you in your readings as well. So yeah, I mean, like, we've got planet alignment here, we've got Venus, we have electricity, and the moon. And the moon is paired next to a star, which to me actually looks like a planet on here. So I'd be tuning into any opportunity that you can to tune into your specific astrology that feels supportive to you. Yeah, see where a transit is at this time, your natal chart. What is it transiting? I find that to be deeply supportive for me in the way I maneuver my business, the way I maneuver things in life. I like to try once a year to get a reading, and usually somebody ends up finding me. The times that I was really struggling through building my business, people would come and gift me that astrology readings, and I was just like, wow, thank you, Jesus. I'm not even joking. It was incredible. And so you're an angel to many is the last card that came through here. Oh no, I'm lying. Sorry, there's a couple more, but yeah, it's like people are watching you right now. There is a light around you, and it can be felt, and it is supporting others. So continue to walk in your vulnerability, right? Be you. Allow people to see you. Allow yourself to be witnessed. And I know that's not always very comfortable, I promise you. But when you get to step into that and you remind others that you too are human, it's beautiful. It's the reminder, we're not here to be these freaking perfect people. We're going to go through the ups and downs. It's just beautiful when you realize that you're riding the waves in a way that is not as intense as you learn to manage what it is, this garden that you are, right? The waves of emotions that want to pass through you, right? However you want to describe that. So you got the Yes card. And you also got, you elevate my thoughts. And so, again, this feels so related to the angel card, where like people are seeing you and they are literally being nurtured by the information you're providing about your goddamn God-blessed life. You know? It can't even be helped because you're just doing the thing. You're living your life. And you're being real. And the more real you are to others, it gives them permission to also come into life with more authenticity, right? Like, what are we doing here on Authentic Lourdes? So you guys, thank you for joining me. I'm really excited to like start showing up more, do some readings, do whatever I feel called to like share. Because I feel like I've been working with people one-on-one deeply, and I've also been working on soul family activations with Soma and Lourdes more collectively as a group, and yeah, it's been really beautiful. And I feel like, okay, well now let's bring this here to YouTube so we can talk about it. And so yeah, leave a comment down about anything that really resonated for you or you really connect with. I would freaking love to hear from you. There's also an email, website, everything, you guys. You want to check it out? Check it out. We even got readings, okay? And we got reviews. We have all sorts of stuff to check out. So thank you for joining me, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you on another day. Ciao.